for an epic showdown, an epic battle in the
Just got here in Houston a day or so before, just so I wanted to get settled, get situated. So I spent most of the day here working just from the hotel room. Got a little shakeout workout in at the gym here at the hotel, just a little treadmill workout and kind of a long dynamic warm-up just to move the body, break a sweat, get the stimulus up a little bit, but nothing too hard. All in about like 30 minutes or so. Then went and did a little contrast therapy at this local wellness spa called Daily Dose Wellness. Races tomorrow. I'm excited. It's been a lot of training, a lot of prep, a lot of hard workouts. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm excited to just compete, be another race again. It's fun. As I kind of go through and start prepping for this too, it just kind of kicks in old habits from when I was playing hockey, just in terms of what I would do the day before. I actually like competing later in the day and having a little bit of a day to get prepped and ready. So tomorrow I'll plan to go down to the gym and not do anything too intense, but really mostly just like a really long warm-up for about 20-30 minutes. Do a couple things maybe to get the heart rate up, but mostly just to break a sweat and get ready. And we'll walk over to the convention center, get checked in, see the venue. It'd be cool just to see how they laid it out. I looked at the map that they released online. So I also just thought I would share a couple things I packed with me. I wear the same shoe in Vegas, but I'm gonna wear the Puma D8 Nitro Elite. It's kind of cool. They come in both green and white. That's just how they come. You don't choose colors or anything like that, but I like these a lot. I've only worn these ones now a couple times. It feels like they have some good pop in them. They have a carbon plate in them. Really liked them and liked how they felt when I ran in Vegas. Packed have a Hyrox massage gun, so I packed that just to help with a little recovery. Easy just to pack a band or some easy just things you can do for warming up and stretching, things like that I like to use. And then for some supplements, of course, pack plenty of Beam, have our greens, collagen, pack plenty of Dream to take at night, both the powder, and then I also pack some capsules in here. I have some probiotics, the curcumin, turmeric joint health supplements that I like to take, nitric oxide supplement, that's L-arginine, some electrolytes, carbohydrate gel, Go bar, protein bar, packed a couple turkey sticks in case I get hungry and needed a good snack. Some electrolytes for before the race and while I'm hydrating throughout the day. And then, of course, packed our new pre-workout that hasn't launched yet, but we have been working on this basically since I started training in Hyrox, maybe just a little bit before, but I always really I never really used a pre-workout before, but I always wanted something that you could take, whenever you're working out during the day, it didn't feel like your heart was going to beat out of your chest. Something that definitely gave you a noticeable boost of focus, energy, and alertness, and a little extra kind of stamina. But again, something that you didn't get a bunch of jitters or, you couldn't have too late in the day because you'd be up all night. So I think this is a pretty unique formula that we've created. We've been sampling it. Obviously myself is kind of chief guinea pig, but also a lot of other people as well, both getting down the active ingredient stack, but also working on different flavors. So definitely made sure I had some of this ready to take with me. That'll have probably a couple times tomorrow, as there's some things in there that are really good for blood flow and performance and endurance. Tonight the plan I just had dinner, so now I'll start to wind down a little bit and do a little stretching and recovery with the massage gun. Have some Beam Dream and a little collagen and call it a night. And then I'll definitely plan tomorrow, set no alarm clock and just let my body wake up when it decides to wake up. Hopefully get at least 8 hours, if not more. And then it'll be race day, and then it's all just into the preparation and getting ready to go. So continuing on with the evening routine, finished up with the massage gun and some tissue work, some stretching. Now it's time for the next step of the evening routine, which is making Beam Dream with collagen. We have these stick packs, which obviously make it super easy when you're traveling with. Fortunately, there's a little coffee station here in the room with the water heater, so you can heat up the water. We'll add some Dream to it. Gonna go 1.5 servings. So we'll use half this pack, and then I'll probably use the other half tomorrow night. And then we'll use a full thing collagen, which is 10 grams of collagen. It's a good cup of Dream. One thought I was having is coming out here to Houston kind of just made me feel like I was back in my hockey days and just getting ready for a game like when we'd be on the road. And one thing about Vegas I thought was interesting was it's not that long of a race, you know, so it's 60 minutes and it kind of just, it starts and ends and it goes by really quickly. And I feel like, you know, this wave of energy, you come out of the tunnel when they say go, then there's a bunch of spectators there. There's just tons of energy in there. And also, you know, we hadn't done one before, so didn't really know the full routine of what it was like, you know, when you do the first laps and you come into the stations for the first time, then you go out. You know, I remember just chatting with Andrew after and just like, wow, I felt like it just started. And I feel like we were coming into Wall Balls, the final station. And I was like, I feel like we just started the race. And one thing I used to do a lot when I was playing hockey was I had a little saying, which is just right here, right now. And I used to always use that, you know, walking into the arena when we're warming up, right before the game would start, or even just during the game when I'm on the bench. There's always just so many times in a fast-paced sport like hockey where it's just, you know, it's gonna be like a deer in the headlights. There's so much adrenaline, if it's a big game especially, and you know, the game just starts and it ends, and next thing you know, it's over, or you know, plays are just happening, you're not really paying attention, you're just more reacting to it. And I used to always just say right here, right now. It was a quick, just mental reminder for myself to just remember to be present, take a breath. It can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. It's obviously a very simplistic saying too, but for me, it was just saying that was more of just like an automatic enhancement of being aware and being present what was going on, and remind myself, even in the middle of a station, something like the row or the sleds, or even on a run, just right here, right now, just slow things down, be in control. I think for Hyrox, I think it'll be important just because, you know, people go in with a strategy and then you just get so excited, the adrenaline, the competitiveness. It gets so tempting to run someone else's race. So I find myself more mentally trying to get ready just to go run the race that I think I can run and not worry about how quickly or slowly people come out of the start, and just, I know what my body's capable of, and it would just be a good reminder, I think, throughout the race, just right here, right now, stay focused on what I'm trying to do. Don't get caught up in anybody else's pace or times, and just control my efforts and just right here, right now. So morning of the race, just woke up, had some water with electrolytes, had my turmeric curcumin joint health supplement. I also take a arginine supplement in the morning, because usually it's right before I work out. Then I made some coffee, had a serving of our bean greens, and then I'll sit down, read a little bit, go down, have some breakfast, head over to get signed up, do a little warm up, have some lunch, relax a little bit. My start time is 6:10, so obviously plenty of time before the race starts. But it's pumped to see a 98 sleep score, a little over 8 hours of sleep. Feeling well rested, excited for race day.
just finished 105.22. We really wanted to go sub 65 minutes, but for my first one, I'll take that. That was a lot of fun. As you can see myself really getting addicted to that now. Just fun to do something competitive again. It really been a while. Obviously did the one in Vegas with Andrew at doubles. Solo is definitely a different kind of race and a different strategy, but super fun. Definitely tried to come out disciplined from the start and not just run out of my comfort zone. So I tried to keep a steady pace around like a 3:55, 4-minute 4:05 run time. Felt really solid on the ski and the sled push and sled pull. I came out a little hot on the burpees. I miscounted, wasn't really paying attention. It was basically up and back, 20-meter increments for 80 meters total. After the third one, I thought I was done, so I was pushing a little bit in the third one, then realized I had 20 more meters to go. But out of that, my heart rate was a little high. I think that run was probably maybe one of the slower ones, but tried to hit that hard because I knew in the row I could row around like a 150 per 500 meter pace pretty comfortably, even under fatigue. So tried to keep that pace, but also then let myself recover a little bit. Then just tried to attack the farmer carries and the stations from there. But super fun race. Definitely excited to do another one. Overall, I'd say pretty happy with how I did at the stations. There wasn't really one station I feel like I blew up on. However, I did when I got to wall balls. I really didn't have a whole lot left in the tank, and I got to 40, and then it was getting kind of uglies in sets of 10, and then tried just to empty the tank right at the end. And I was trying to chase that sub 65 pace, but I think if I can just get that running dialed in and keep it really consistent around 4 minutes, even just under, and then hopefully over time too, even get that more like 350, 355. A lot easier said than done. It's going to take a lot of running, but really fun. Again, happy with the first one, not satisfied with it. Definitely hungry to come back and try to beat that time now and just keep inching closer to, I think, the ultimate. I'd love to go sub 60. So I'm excited to tackle the next one. I proactively signed up for Atlanta, both a single and a double, to see how that goes. But I'll get settled back in and train hard for the next one. But super fun experience, and I can't wait to do another one.